Hey, everybody, you know me, my name's Justin. I explain everything. What the fuck? Okay. Okay, this is a requested video. Let's see here. From undisclosed, private, they don't want their name shared. Um, Asks in the email, "Hi, Justin explains everything. I love your channel. I love the work that you do. I love your content on your YouTube channel. And you always make me laugh." hey, hey man, that's great. I'm glad that I can make you laugh. Laughter is joy. But my question is, what do you think of Philly Joe? He's a panelist on numerous different channels on YouTube. Um, he enjoys going on panel and like showing off and blah 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 blah. He goes into details about different stuff. Um, let's see. What do you think his value is in terms of um, being somebody with recognition? And wait, hold on. Bear with me, guys. I'm trying to read this. And would you support him? Would you sponsor him? Would you promote him? Would you be a supporter of Philly Joe? Okay, I got the question. Okay, I got it. Um, Honestly, guys, um, Philly Joe's like a freaking force of nature. You know, like literally, he's like a force of nature. Um, I know a lot of people in these particular communities don't like Philly Joe. A lot of people think he's an asshole, arrogant, smug, whatever. You know, honestly, me personally, and this is just me. Um, I personally would support Philly Joe. I think the dude's awesome. I think what he represents, what he stands for, what he speaks of is great for the United States here in the United States of America. Um, he's very vocal on his politics. He believes in what he stands for. He believes in the Constitution. He believes in the Republican of the United States. Um, he believes in wholesomeness, in terms of our country being more together as opposed to divided. Um, some of his other views, and opinions on different things. Hey, I don't fucking give a shit. I really don't give a shit. Like, who gives a crap whether his favorite team's the Philadelphia Phillies or the freaking Flyers or whatever. I really don't give a shit about that. Um, but Philly Philly Joe, in my opinion to heart, dearest to heart, is a good person with good intentions that wants to speak his mind. He's got a lot on his mind and a lot to offer, people. Um, and I think sometimes maybe his only downfall, if it is a downfall, is he gets a little too passionate about his beliefs, about his ideals on life, politics, society. Um, but no, man, in general, I don't think there's anything wrong at all with Philly Joe. Man, I think Philly Joe knows his shit. The dude's very intelligent. Um, I think sometimes people make fun of him because maybe he gets a little lackadaisical and, you know, maybe doesn't always pay attention to everything that's going on. And people attack him for that. They're like, they attack him. But in general, I don't really see a problem with Philly Joe. I think he's, like I said, a very nice guy. Um, just the other night, he offered to help pay for a man that's very unfortunate, low on money. He offered to pay for his pizza, because the guy was starving. He was hungry. And, things like that. He offered, to help this individual that needed help, a time of need, and he was basically a dire need, and, he offered to help the guy. And I personally, in my heart of hearts, my belief, I think Philly Joe is a great person that happens to just be a little bit misunderstood. That's all. Just misunderstood. That's it. I've been in the same shoes, the same situation as Philly Joe in terms of being passionate about certain beliefs. And there have been many times, many times, when I was in a situation, whether it be a group setting, a work setting at a job, friends, or online, virtual setting, where I had a very strong belief, opinion, not just opinion, but opinion and belief of a certain way of how things should be done, whether it be politics, business, hobbies, sports, you name it, and ideals. And I've had people basically castrate me, just totally destroy me, crucify me, put me on the cross for me having those beliefs that happen to differ from the other people around me's beliefs. And personally, that's natural. I know it's totally natural that people are going to have totally different beliefs than one another. It's human nature. We all are different. We all are born. We're kind of born the same way, but we are not all the same. We grow up. We grow differently. We learn differently. We take in knowledge differently than other people. Our brains are not all the same. They're not all alike. And saying this and saying that, I totally understand where Philly Joe is coming from with his passionate, very strong beliefs in ideals, way of life, how to live your life, politics. I totally understand where he is coming from because, look, this man's a very passionate man about what he believes in. And all these different people around him that surround him totally frown on him. They frown upon what he believes in, how he speaks, how he talks. Me personally, I think he's a stand-up guy. I think he's a stand-up guy. And I think the only knock that I would give Philly Joe, the only kind of, I guess you could call it constructive criticism towards Philly Joe would be as maybe sometimes he's a little bit too brass, a little bit too strong, maybe a little bit too passionate, in certain situations, which that can hurt you. Sometimes you got to tone it down a little bit. But in general, I don't have a problem at all with Philly Joe. The person, the man, his beliefs, what he stands for. I don't have any issue whatsoever with anything that, pertaining to Philly Joe. And, to answer your question about in terms of like would I support Philly Joe, would I sponsor Philly Joe, would I stand behind Philly Joe, in terms of like being there for him, support what he is, what he does. Um, Honestly, my answer is yes. Yes, I would. Um, Philly Joe, honestly, I think needs more support. I think he needs um, more guidance in terms of like how to not live. He already knows how to live life, but how to speak and how to say the right things to people, and how to um, engage with people. Um, in terms of his lifestyle and the way he lives, he's great. I don't think I need to give Philly Joe any kind of guidance on how to live life and blah blah blah, all of that stuff. I don't think I need that. But in terms of uh, image, and who he is and how to conduct himself around, people, especially on the internet, YouTube. Um, he definitely needs a little bit, I guess you could say, a little bit of just a little guidance, a little help, a little push, so to speak, push forward. Um, because, he does struggle a little bit, with, communicating with the people around him, getting people to like him and enjoy him and be around him. But other than that, his message is loud and clear. Loud and clear. I mean, Philly Joe's very uh, patriotic, very American, and he's not afraid to speak his mind on the important topics that need to be discussed in our society. So, I think personally, in my opinion, Philly Joe, like, he's spot on. Like, I don't think there's any kind of help or special advice or special, guidance that I could give him. I don't think there's any kind of special guidance that I could give him in terms of that point of view. His beliefs, his core values, who he is, what he represents. But in terms of, um, you know, popularity, you know, does he want to be more popular, or does he want, more support from people? Well, yeah, fuck yeah, I could definitely give him that. I mean, shit. Um, I personally, in my life, I've dealt with so many different situations, um, very difficult situations in the business world, the workforce, social situations, friendships, family. Oh yeah, man, I could definitely help Philly Joe out, and I would definitely support the man. I would be all behind him, 100%. I would be behind Philly Joe, 100%. Um, like I said, I think he's a great guy, great person, and he's just very passionate about what he believes in. That's it. He's very passionate. That's all. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm a passionate person. You guys have seen my videos and my in some of my live streams about the stuff that I talk about. I'm very passionate. Um, and I think Philly Joe's the same way. Very passionate, and he's not afraid to speak what's on his mind, whether it pisses people off, hurts people, insults people. He's just not afraid of. He's not afraid of it. That's all. So, anyways, I hope I answered the question. I hope I answered your question right. I think Philly Joe is a thumbs up. Thumbs up. I support Philly, man. I love Philly. He's a great guy. And before I end this stream video, guys, if you could please hit the like button, that really helps the channel out a great deal. Also, engage if you want to in the comment section down below for questions, any kind of advice, statements. That helps. I'm also thankful for all of you guys that support my channel. I love all of you, every single one of you, and I mean that. I love all of you guys. I don't even ask you guys for anything, money, donations, nothing. I love the support that you guys give me in my channel. Without you guys, I would not be here right now doing these videos. So, and one last thing, I know I say this all the time, but for any of you that want me to make a requested video specifically for you, you could either go down below here in the comment section and request it, a topic, whether it be sports, conspiracy theories, politics, whatever, in the comment section. And if I'm fit enough and I understand what the question is, I'll do a video for you. Also, if you are, if you don't want to do the comment section request down below, maybe you want to be more discreet, private, you can also click on the About section on my channel, which takes you to my where I have an email. You can email me a request. Again, whatever, same thing, sports, whatever, life, common sense, etiquette, request topic in the email section. And I read my emails pretty much every day. Not every day. Some days I'm busy, but if I miss a day, excuse me, guys, if I miss a day, I always get back to it the next day. So I'll read and I'll see your comments or your emails on request. So, again, guys, I think that's going to be it. I think I covered everything. Covered all the questions. So yeah, guys, I think that's going to be it. I may or may not be doing another video today. I got some other requests, but I'm not sure whether I'm going to get to them today or tomorrow. But I do got some other requests that, I need to get to. So I may or may not be doing a video today, Saturday. If not, I'm sorry, guys. I try to stay on top of all of these requests and videos to the best of my ability, but sometimes I get really busy. I've been working, and it's been tiring. So anyways, guys, I'm gonna stop rambling. I'm gonna cut it off here, and I love all of you guys. I'll see you guys on the next video. Have a great weekend, great Saturday, everything. Peace out.